Hi Shamrocks, this is Mrs. Kolchuk. I'm just going to walk you through how the library resources can help you with your speech project. So to access the library resources, you're going to begin at the main Catholic Central homepage. So as you can see up here, I'm at www.catholicentral.net. So not myCC, catholicentral.net. From there, you're going to click on the Academic tab, go up to Learning Resources, and then scroll down till you get to this section, and you can click right here where it says Library Resources. And you guys can go ahead and even bookmark this page to save you a few steps in the future. So the library has a lot of resources available to you. The catalog is where we will start. This is where you can look to see if we have a print source, an actual book about your topic. So it's very easy to use. You can put your topic right in the search bar at the top. For my example, I'm going to use the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. So I just typed in Chernobyl. It looked like we have 7 results here. And then we have these different types of items. So we have nonfiction books. So those are books that have true information about our topic. And we also have some ebooks about the topic. The ebooks actually list themselves as being online sources right here. So in terms of our regular print books, we can take a look. This one is a regular print book. Here's our title. You want to go over here and look on the right-hand side. This says in, so that means no other freshman has checked it out. It's available for you to come in and get. And you're going to need to know the call number. This is where the book is on the library shelf, so pay attention to that. If you click on the title, you'll get this other screen to come up, and under the detail screen, you'll get a lot of the information you need to put together your citation. You will have to format it yourself, but most of the information is contained here, and I can help you find any other information you might need from the book itself. Okay, so that's how you access our catalog. Unfortunately, it only works from on campus, but if you have any questions using it, please come find me and I can help you with that. We're going to move on to the online resources now, and those are broken into 2 sections. I have an ebook tab and a database resources tab. Ebooks are a great place for you to start because it's going to give you a decent amount of information without being too overwhelming. So this is going to search our entire ebook collection. So I can just type in my search term again and hit search. Guys, if you're doing this from home, it's going to ask you for a password, and your password is Shamrock. So the way our ebooks work is it actually goes through everything we own to find information or find this keyword Chernobyl. It's not giving me the whole encyclopedia of science, technology, and ethics. It's only giving me the 6 pages that have to do with Chernobyl. So you're not downloading an entire book. You're just looking at the section of the book that pertains to your topic. So it did find a lot of results, 692, so you can narrow that down by using these filtering options over here. I like this subject heading one. And if I scroll down, here we have the Chernobyl, Ukraine nuclear accident. So that's specifically what I'm looking for. And now it brought my results down to 32, which is a very manageable number. So I can browse through this list. If this is something that might be helpful for my paper or my speech, I can go ahead and click on it. Once in here at the top, you see the option to sign in with Google. If you sign in with your Catholic Central email address, it's going to allow you to save not only the article, but also the citation right to your Google Drive. And to do that, you can click right here where it says Send to Google Drive, and it's going to create like a Google Doc with these 6 pages from the book in it. To get to your citation, you're going to click up here where it says Cite. And here is your citation automatically formatted in MLA format. And once again, you can go ahead and export that right to your Google Drive. Okay? Pretty simple, pretty easy to use. The next place you can look, if you're not getting too far here, are a couple of these sources at the top. We have ebooks through another publisher, and I also have, or I should say we have access to the Michigan e-Library collection. I do have a whole tutorial of how to use this, so I will go ahead and link that on our assignment resources page. If you click on this, there will actually be a section here for the Freshmen speech project, so you can click on that and get to all of these tutorials from there. The next thing I want to show you real quick is how to use our database resources. So databases are a collection of information, usually about a particular topic, or in the case of this academic one file, it covers a lot of topics. We have databases that pertain strictly to biographical information, environmental issues, health and wellness. You can kind of browse through this list and see everything we have to offer. So if you guys are doing maybe a topic related to the environment, I would hop right into this database right here. Or if you're doing, maybe a speech about concussions or something like that, I would go right into the health and wellness database. If you're not really sure which of these databases would be more useful or most useful to you, you can do what we call a power search. So if I click here, it's only going to search those databases that are included in that power search. So it's going to search all of these databases simultaneously. And as you can see, there's a little bit of everything here. We have some biographical information, we have our environmental information, global issues, etc. So it's a great one-stop shopping resource. So once again, if you guys are doing this from home, you are going to have to enter a password, and your password is going to be Shamrock. So I'm going to type in Chernobyl, and as you can see, it grayed out some of these databases. Those are not databases that are going to have results show up here. They're not searchable with Power Search, just the ones that aren't grayed out right now. So I typed in my topic. You can go ahead and click search. And here we go. So it found magazine articles, academic journals, books, newspaper articles, images, and videos. So academic journals are a slightly more scholarly source than a magazine. Typically, these are the kinds of things you might see at the grocery store or at a bookstore. When it says books, this isn't going to be an example where you download an entire book. Rather, you're going to get a part of the book, like we saw earlier with our ebook collection, dealing with our topic. And then the newspaper articles and the images and video clips are kind of self-explanatory. But this is a lot of information, so you can filter your results like we did before. If we go into subjects, we can see, yep, here we go. Here's our Chernobyl, Ukraine nuclear disaster. So now we have, 185 magazine articles, 150 or so academic journal articles, books, newspaper articles, etc. And there's a lot less information to wade through. When I'm looking at these different content types, I like to either select something from an academic journal or these ebooks. I feel like they're slightly more scholarly sources. So I can go here, I can click on this ebook article, and once again, I can sign in and I can send this article right to my Google Drive and click Cite, and here is my citation generator, which I can save this citation right to my Google Drive. So all my information is going to be in one place. So you guys don't have to keep coming back into this database and redoing your search over and over again. It'll already be saved for you in your Google Drive. So like I mentioned earlier, I am going to put not only this tutorial, but some other tutorials together for you in a link on this page. It's going to be under Freshman Speech, so you guys can refer back to that. If you need some one-on-one help, please don't hesitate to come find me. My office is in the Learning Commons, but my contact information is here too. You can even send me an email. I can do stuff via email, send you links to articles and such. I'm available before school. I get here at about 7:15, and I'm here until about 3 o'clock every day. If you have a study hall, you can come even see me during study hall. So please feel free to use me as another resource while you work on this assignment, because I'm always happy to help. Thanks for watching, guys, and good luck.